Yo dog, what's poppin'? Nothing much, me. Just trying to study for Miss Strode's social studies test. Can you help me with the economic, political, and social aspects of a manor? Yes, I can. To begin with, they used the feudal system to divide up land. Granted land was called a fief, and the person receiving land was called a vassal. The king owned all the land. He granted land to the nobles in exchange for loyalty and service. The nobles then granted land to the knights in exchange for loyalty and protection. Lastly, the knights granted land to the peasants in exchange for loyalty and service like free labor. Don't forget that they were bound to their land, so if the land was sold, they would go with it. Oh, I get it, so they grant land in return for loyalty. Like a landlord would rent out a house in return for money. Exactly, and don't forget that the social classes went king, noble, knight, peasant. The church's hierarchy is similar to, right? You're right, their hierarchy went pope, cardinal, bishop, priest. How did the church become so wealthy? In feudal times, everyone had to pay a tax to the church. This tax was called a tithe and was 10% of their entire earnings. Why would they give so much to the church? In feudal times, everyone believed in an afterlife, so they spent their entire lives trying to ensure that they would go to heaven. That's also why being excommunicated was so devastating. It meant that they would go straight to hell when they died. Were manors also self-sufficient? Yes. They grew or raised almost everything that they needed. They only traveled outside the manor to purchase salt, iron, and millstones. Did they use fields like we do today to grow things? They did use fields, but they used a system called three-field rotation. This was when they had 3 fields. One was used in the fall, one in the spring, and the third was left fallow. Every year they would change which field was spring, which was fall, and which was left fallow. What would you find in a typical manor? In a typical manor you would find a manor house, a parish located in the center of every manor. 3 fields, small serf cottages, an oven, and a mill. All of the peasants had to use the lord's oven and mill. Why is that? It was a way for the lord to become wealthier because he taxed them, and if they were caught baking or grinding grain elsewhere, it was treated as a crime. A peasant's life must have been really tough. It was, but they endured it with hopes of having a place in heaven when they died. Is there anything else you feel I should know before I take the test? No, that's about it. Good luck, I have to go. Peace, dog. Peace out.